Hello everyone, this is Parrish. Today is Tuesday, April 18th, 2012, time 5:09 p.m. Some days ago I came upon a website called The Truth Behind the Scenes. And this website had a YouTube article which they posted it on the 15th of April, and I saw it on April 17th, about mysterious booms felt and heard in San Diego. And here in this video, this person and a reporter talks about that some of the people reported after hearing the sound, reported that their windows began to shake. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I have two videos I made and posted on YouTube about when I heard sounds from the future. I said that if the sounds I heard that day was a physical sound or audible sound, it would have definitely have shaking glass. I mean, broken glass and you know, broken windows. And I have said this, made this video. I received the sounds from the future for this particular video, these two videos, in 2010. Now, 2 years later, people are reporting that the mysterious sounds coming from the heavens is also shaking their windows. And this is what I picked up 2 years ago, that sounds coming from the heavens will, when one day they become physical audible sounds, because when I heard it, it was sounds from the future, which I used to call intuition stories, but nowadays I don't call these sounds I hear from the future intuition stories. I call them prophetic sounds because they are prophecies and they are sounds. So let me show this video, and then I will show you the two videos I uploaded on YouTube about the sounds I heard from the future. If they were real the time I received them, they definitely would have broken glass and shook windows.
Did you feel it? There was a mysterious boom felt around the county this morning, shaking windows, and of course, it has a lot of people talking. It happened before 8:30, and it didn't take long for the comments to start filling up our NBC San Diego Facebook page. Of course, people were asking if there was an earthquake and leaving comments about what they felt and heard. So now the big question is, what was it? San Diego State Professor Emeritus Pat Abbott is here to try to explain. Now, you and I were just talking. You said you felt it this morning.
Definitely, yes.
What was your first reaction as to what it may be?
Well, my first reaction is I looked through the ground, I looked at the chandelier in the house to see if it's the ground that's moving, and no action there. Something happened in the atmosphere. Then I go outside in case I could see something. I can't. But then it was so widespread throughout. Something happened in the atmosphere that was, distributed widely.
So, how does that make what people felt? You know, like the shaking and the rattling with the windows.
Well, it's that boom. You know, when an earthquake will do that too. It'll make your house shake and your windows shake and all of that. But it makes everything shake, where something in the atmosphere doesn't affect the ground or the other parts. So this is the kind of a thing. Maybe this weather system coming.
Okay, so now let me show you guys my videos that I made.
Section 10, 6 Intuition Story, or S10, 6IS. In the month of April 6, 2010, I recorded this intuition story inside my dream book. Today around 9:30 a.m., I experienced another psychic explosion sound. While I was preparing to boil water for my cup of soup, and while I stood up against the kitchen countertop, I suddenly picked up a very powerful, loud, explosive sound. Then after I heard this sound, I then see it in my mind's eye, a flash of white light that lit up the kitchen. The sound I heard psychically came from above outside. This awesome sound wave also contains small multiple sounds. As the whole sound was dissipating, these small mutable sound waves would have been heard by most people if what I psychically heard was physically heard by most people. And I truly believe if this psychic sound I heard was a real physical sound, I'm sure most people would have jumped for cover. And I believe the sound was loud enough to possibly even break glass if this sound took place physically in the physical world, but I picked it up in, the psychic world.
Okay, and I have another video in Parrish Future Prophecy Part 5 Section 10 letter I, but this one is 2 of 5, where I explained that the sound I heard also featured a air sac, a brown air sac, and the sound itself, if it was a physical thing, if I would have heard it at that time, and it was a physical audible sound, it would have possibly have broken windows or glass. So let me show you this particular video. Okay, Parrish's Future Prophecy Part 5 Section 10 letter I, 2 of 5. Letter I mean intuition stories. Captain Parrish on May 26, 2011.
The next number in this piece is number 13. This piece is called Section 10, 13 Intuition Story, or S10, 13IX. In the month of April 18, 2010, I recorded this intuition story inside my dream book. At 6:03 a.m., while I sat inside McDonald's restaurant, which is located on the corner of Fulton Street and Flatbush Avenue, I was abruptly interrupted from working on my Hints to Alaska DVD by a very awesome, ear-shattering, psychic, explosive explosion that was first picked up in my left ear, and then almost simultaneously my right ear had also picked up this mega sound. I sat by the window inside this McDonald's store. The sky outside was very gray on this day. This psychic sound was also different because this psychic sound produced a air burst. I picked up in my psychic ear, and this air burst came in the form of 2 bubble dark brown sacs of air sacs. I also psychically heard it, and also after I heard it psychically, in my mind's eye, I see these 2 bubble brown patches of air sacs. One part of the air sacs out of the 2 was outside the window of McDonald's, and the other part of the air sac was inside the McDonald's store. After this psychic incident, I then realized that when this psychic explosion become real one day, it would almost certainly break lots of windows.
Okay, so this is what I like the YouTubers to see and hear, is that the video that I saw on Truth Behind the Scene, this professor talked about that he heard the sound, and he said people reported that it had shook windows. So, wow, this is what I was saying in 2011. I had this intuition story in 2010. So, whatever it is that's producing the sound is getting closer. It's like here, I live in New York City, and the New York City subway system, like when I'm waiting for the train, and I'm standing on the platform, and I'm inside, the New York City subway system, I'm standing on the platform waiting for the train, and you can tell that the train is on its way, because when you look through the train tunnel, you can feel the wind that the train is pushing through the tunnel, and you feel the wind hitting your face. And so this is how I used to tell when the train is on its way, because the wind is being pushed, the train is pushing the wind that's inside the tunnel. So I usually feel the gust of wind coming from the tunnel, and it usually hit me first, and then the train appears at the platform. So it's the same thing. Whatever's coming in is pushing air or sound towards the earth, and then the next thing people will begin to I guess take notice of is the actual thing appearing in the sky. So first is the sound or air, then people will begin to feel the vibration, which is happening now, and the thing will show up. It's like I said, the train. I'm standing on the platform waiting for the train. I first feel the wind that's coming through the tunnel, and you know, of course, you can hear the train coming. Then you feel the wind, and then you see the train. So it's the same thing with whatever's coming in. Is believe me, it's on its way. So let me show you the YouTubers, the truth behind the scene video that I made. Well, I didn't make it, but I took notice of it. And in closing, I believe the next big thing people will begin videotaping and uploading videos into YouTube will be video footage of blankets of flames. I say this because in some of my intuition stories that I received in 2010, I guess, in 2011, had shown me after I heard, and in some cases before hearing the sounds from the future, my mind's eye had revealed to me blanket of flames. So once again, I'm going to stress that the next big thing people will begin videotaping will be video footage of blanket of flames, because my prophecy has showed this to me. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and everyone be good to yourselves. Take care.